Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rick's Smiley Morning Show, 7 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Remember the other day, y'all reported that Vanessa Bryant's mother said that Vanessa just threw her out the mansion, honey, took the car back, and just, honey, put her out on the streets. Well, now, y'all, Vanessa is responding, y'all. They're saying Vanessa has responded to her mother's accusations after she claimed that she was kicked out amid Kobe Bryant's death during the interview with Univision. Now, they're saying, as we reported, Miss Sophia Lane, she broke down, y'all, what occurred in her daughter's home after her famous son-in-law's death during the interview with Univision. She claimed, y'all, that Vanessa kicked her out of the mansion, honey, and forced her to return the car that was given to her. Now, she said in Spanish, this is what Miss Sophia said in Spanish, she told me, I need you to get out of this house. She also told me that she wanted her car and she wants it now. Now, after the interview went viral, they're saying, y'all, on social media, Vanessa Bryant released a statement, y'all, to the station denying all accusations. Now, Vanessa said, my husband and daughter passed away unexpectedly, and yet my mother had the audacity to do a television interview speaking negatively of me while shedding tears for a car and a house that was not in her name. She has removed all her beautiful diamond jewelry, emptied the doggone apartment I provided, and put away the furniture to make it look like she doesn't have any of my support. She said, my husband and I have supported her financially for the past 20 years and continue to do so in addition to her monthly alimony. Then she also added, y'all, that Miss Sophia was not emotionally or physically supportive of her and her daughters after the death of Kobe and Gianni. And she said, contrary to previous reports, she has not been physically present or emotionally supportive of my daughters and me after my husband and daughter passed away. She said that she said that after watching the interview, she realized, y'all, what is more important to her mama, and that everything relating to their personal relationship has ended amid the interview that she did. She said, quote, now I see what is more important to my mother, and it's more than painful. I hope that everything that is coming out about our personal relationship ends here. And that's from Vanessa.
Wow.
She said, but the thing is, though, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think y'all can help me if I'm wrong. But Miss Sophia, doesn't she have that right to be entitled to Vanessa's stuff? Because didn't Kobe allegedly buy Vanessa from the mom and them? Because Vanessa was young when they got married, and she was too young for him to marry her.
Ain't nobody entitled to nothing. You entitled.
Well, but if I'm giving you my daughter, and honey, for hush hush, you gonna keep me paid, honey. Because if he took care of her mama for 20 years and didn't do much for his parents and stuff, honey, she felt entitled.
But Kobe not even in the picture anymore. So why? What's the issues between her and the mother? She said that her mother was not supporting her. And what the mother have to understand is Vanessa lost a daughter and a husband, you know, and it's just really, really hard. So sometimes, man, when you in a house, if I was the mother, I would kind of put my stuff to the side and just make sure that I support Vanessa and probably get an apartment and go over there and check on her, every now and then, and give her space and her time to grieve. You know, just try to be real careful, not be too forceful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's a lot. You lose, you lost a child.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's more to this story, Gary. It ain't no telling. Sometimes people get real greedy and they start asking for too much or wanting too much when you already doing stuff for them.
Yeah, and that's what it seemed like was going on with her mama. But if the mama grew up poor and they had nothing, Vanessa got all this money and stuff like that. And sometimes the mothers get jealous of the daughters and see what's going on with her, and she didn't have all that.
Vanessa don't have to do anything.
Right.
Sometimes you don't like the folk you're related to, period.
Okay.
Point blank.
Yeah, well, we're going to see how this turn out because we're going to pray for Vanessa and Miss Sophia as well. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, they're saying, y'all, according to Hollywood Unlocked, that Tamar Braxton's ex, David Ada Faso, he was allegedly spotted, y'all, out with another woman just days after him and Tamar broke up. They say, honey, he was allegedly cheating, honey, all along. They say he was cheating with his employee, honey. He couldn't be bothered with Miss Tamar, honey. He had her on one end, but then he had his other woman/employee on the other end, and they were spotted, honey, vacationing and carrying on. Some people say it was on Tamar's money or what have you, but nevertheless, honey, they said this is one of the reasons why, him and her broke up and what have you, because he was, doing
Did y'all see that show, Gary? You seen her show?
I haven't watched it yet.
Get Your Life?
That Get Your Life show.
Is it good?
Like the second episode.
What I saw on there was juicy. Yeah. What did you see, Brad? She was in the middle of doing an interview. David walked in the house, and Vincent apparently was in the house unbeknownst to David, and it ended up being all kind of drama.
Dropping their son off.
Yes, dropping
Vincent
off
dropped
Logan.
the son off, and he, I guess, came in without David's permission or something. It was just like, ooh.
No, he
like,
was already there, Brad. So apparently Vince was already in the house with Logan downstairs. And then David walks in the house in the middle of Tamar filming to find Vincent in his house, and he went ballistic.
Yeah, he didn't like that. But I don't know if I like David for Tamar. Like, I don't know. He don't seem that supportive of that. I don't know. It's something about him. I'm sorry.
But do he seem crazy and jealous like?
He's, I don't know. He seemed
Initially,
like something
no.
else. Yeah, initially, no.
Hold on, bro.
Huh?
So what?
Initially, no, but when he sits down and do an interview, he was like, this is my house too. Some of my stuff is here, and we have 2 houses, and he can't come in here without my permission and all this other stuff. If your girl is so stressed out and you love her so much, like, try to figure out how to not stress her out even more. That's how I feel like, and I feel like he's being like, she's going through some type of process with like a therapist or something, and she told him she can't have sex, and he asked her how important was that to her. She said from 1 to 10, it's important, like at 100. And he said, well, having sex is important as 100 to me.
That's why he literally got his other woman, honey. So, I mean, if you can't provide, honey, you go get someone else.
It's like he's being inconsiderate. I'm not crazy about him. I'm sorry.
Well, let's pray. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Dusty Cedar. On the high end, you say Dusty Cedar, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Pink. That's your color for today.
Boy, y'all on one this morning. Hey, I got your wake-up calls. Get at me, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Y'all call me now, wake-up calls. Y'all need to text me when that comes on.
I will.